Welcome, I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, silver sneaker flex instructor. Find out more about me, visit my website, www.jesseswear.com, and I am back with part 2 of that lying, supinated, dual hip stretch in that step flexion motion where we're going to be pulling the knee to the chest from a lying position. The only thing I learned from our last video was that you should put your pets up before you get onto that floor, or you're going to get shown a little bit extra love. And as you can see, I have placed Lincoln in a secure area so that he's not licking on my head as I get to the ground. So our first move for those silver sneaker instructors, older adults, or those seniors that are aging in place at home is to ascend, or should I say descend, to the floor. And again, this can be difficult for some, and I'm sore right now, so you want to take that chair and get it as low as possible before you do descend to this floor. You want either to just be in your socks, a nice pair of shoes that you can place your feet up against the wall, and make sure that if you do have a wife at home, that you maybe put even a towel up against that wall so you're not ruining that wall. And you want to get close to this wall, and I'm going to lie on back. Always feels good lying on that floor, and I want to put my feet up against this wall. And again, I want to be in that 90-degree range with my feet. So right now I am not in that 90-degree range. So I want to slide up just a little bit more, put those feet up so I look like a level as I come down and through. And then I'm just going to lie here. Always feels good to lie on a hard surface as you age, or if you have difficulty with your lower back. And if you remember last time, we just took that knee, grabbed below the knee, and we just pulled that knee back to the chest, working on flexion of the hip, discomfort of the knee, stretching out the hamstring, even getting a stretch on the glute, and also on that quad. This time what I'm going to be doing, though, is I'm going to be grabbing on this knee, pulling it back, but I'm going to lift up and bridge on the left side. Like that. And I'm going to pull back. So as you saw, I lifted up. I got space down here. I'm going to drop back. Tap. Pull back. Lift up. So now I'm in a lift position. I'm engaging my hamstring on the other side, and I'm bridging my lower lumbar in this position. Rest it back down. And I'm also sliding on this floor. So you want to make sure you pick a floor where you just didn't clean it and you're not sliding. And I'm pulling this leg back. So as you do this, you're going to be able to pull just a little farther. And whatever you do on your right side, you want to do on that left side. So I'm going to slide in again just a little bit because I didn't move on that one. And I'm going to grab this left side pull so that you can see this right side as I lift up. And I pull back. And you're going to feel this more in your lower back. You're also going to get a little more flexion, a little more stretch of that hamstring and that glute. Bring it back down, pull back again, and lift up. And your lift point is here on your right hip this time. So you're really pushing up through and holding that position. And you're going to feel that in your lower back, but you're also going to get a little more flexion. You're going to engage the hamstring on the other side as well. So you're working a few things with this exercise. Now you're working on being able to get up and down out of a chair and getting on that floor, making you a little more mobile, making you a little more active, making you a little more independent. But you're also working on the hamstring, especially when you bridge. You're working on the opposite side. You're working on the flexion of your hip. You're working on knee discomfort. And you're working on your core as well by doing that exercise. Now this is a more advanced exercise, so you would want to do more of the step flexion off the stairwell. And in order to see that, you'd want to see my video and then progress to this motion. Maybe go from a bridge first and then work on getting this part 2. And I also have a part 1 out there, and the part 1 just shows you how to just pull that knee into the chest. And then you get to part 2. Peace, my friends.